But at a time when there's a lot of blame game going on, in fact, for the first time we heard the former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, saying, I am being blamed for everything. What sort of outcome do you expect from this NADCO, that's the National Dialogue Committee?
You know, in negotiations, generally, for any person who has done this kind of thing and experience, there is the public posturing and there's the real deal. So for me, when Kalonzo Musyoka stood up the other day and started saying, this is a deal breaker, you know, that to me was just public posturing. And you see, we have to be honest with ourselves. When they made that announcement, you know, and it was made where Uhuru Kenyatta was, it prompted Aaron Cheriot, who is our Senate Majority Leader and sits in the same committee, to say something in retaliation. So for me, I think this public posturing, we should get rid of it. Okay. Let us have something solid that comes out of, and I don't believe we will get 100% agreement. I mean, that's why we are in different sides of the political divide. I don't think we will get 100% agreement. But I take exception to people who try to bring threats, intimidation into discussions, you know. As for Uhuru Kenyatta, I don't know where the person resurrected from, you know. Me, I had basically forgotten about this gentleman. And nobody really was talking about him, really. You know, let's be honest, for the last 1 month. First of all, when his children were, people were asking for the guns to come out, that's when he appeared the last time. Then after that, he went to England, blah, blah. So what we know is that he's in retirement. Then all of a sudden, he comes up, you know. And when he comes up, I don't know, instead of talking something spiritual about the nation, and blessing the country or something, he starts mumbling things about the current politics. You would wonder, when the former President Moi retired, we saw him, you know, take his chopper all the way to Kabarak. And the old man retired in a very dignified manner. I remember also paying a courtesy call to him. And he would talk about Tana River, remember the old people who were there who worked with him. Moi, the only time he would surface is when maybe you have, at the beginning, when I think his health was good, he would attend some nationally significant functions. Yeah. President Kibaki, the same thing. He retired in a very dignified silence. He would appear maybe to bury some of the politically significant people. Yeah. And otherwise, he would retreat to his place and stay there.
He said he's retired but not tired, President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Uhuru Kenyatta, on the other hand, comes out. I mean, we have very young presidents and leaders who have retired and they still carry themselves in dignified manner. In fact, Cameron, the former Prime Minister of Britain, he was even called now to become a foreign secretary just the other day, if I'm not wrong. You know, Tony Blair has been given some international duty by his government. You know, you can retire in a very respectable manner, where you are not going, nobody is going to be following you. But when you stand up and start saying things like, everyone is blaming me, what, there's a Kiswahili saying, Trevor, that says, usirushe mawe kwa police station kama mbio huna. You understand? And I don't think he has the energy if we open on him, because just one meeting, even during the campaigns, they were just doing one meeting. We would do 5 in one day at the presidential level. He does one service, we can do for him 20. So he should just remain silent, because it is not necessary for him to engage at this level. He has a political party.
Straight because he's been blamed for
no, he's not. Nobody was talking about him. Just look at the media. Who was talking about Uhuru? When he came up is when now people reminded him that he sold the dollars. He sold the dollars, and 60% of that money that was used to stabilize the Kenyan currency. Now, 60%, allegedly, in the open market, when they were selling these dollars, 60% of that went to his private farms.
Those allegations again.
They are not allegations.
Yes.
They are not allegations. So I want him, you know, because let me tell you something. This guy is a person we knew, okay? Yeah. And we respect him.
Okay.
Why get into these murky waters? And nobody was talking about him. In fact, we were debating here. We were debating in other forums. Between ourselves and the opposition. Between ourselves and the opposition. Between the government, nobody was talking about Uhuru. He surfaced up to ruffle the waters. And now when he gets the fire back, now people start saying, what was the attention he was trying to divert? I'm wondering. What was he trying to divert? What attention was he trying to divert?
All right.
Why can't he just relax? No, I'm just saying, why can't he relax, carry himself in dignified silence, like the way President Moi did, the way President Kibaki did? Some of us are very conflicted because we knew him at a personal level, and it is very bad for us to actually attack a retired president. It is not a comfortable position to be in. Let him veer off these manenos and nobody will disturb him.
All right, Mutinda, we were talking about the National Dialogue Committee outcome, but there's also the statements that the president made. What do you think? Was he just setting the record straight? And what kind of outcome do you expect from NADCO?
Let me start from your first question in regards to the